Thank you. Thank you. Please stand and direct your attention to our national colors are being presented by the Pottsgrove Navy ROTC Color Guard. Pottsgrove Color Guard unit is commanded by Cadet Ensign Joshua Schott, colors presented by Cadet Aziel Solares, and escorted by Garrett Wardell and Caden Hill. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce our assistant principal, Mr. Michael Zaccarda.
It is truly an honor to stand before you this evening as your assistant principal and to welcome parents, grandparents, family, friends, faculty, staff, administration, school board of directors, and obviously the class of 2026 to the 70th annual Pottsgrove High School commencement. This is a very special evening for our entire community to celebrate the achievements of these seniors. Graduation is more than a ceremony. It is a recognition of years of hard work, perseverance, growth, and determination. Tonight, we celebrate not only academic achievement, but the character, resilience, and spirit that each graduate has shown along the way. On behalf of the administration and faculty, welcome to the graduation ceremony and congratulations to the class of 2026. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see where your journey leads next. Before I reintroduce the class president, we would like to take a moment to celebrate our very own Superintendent, Dr. Finnerty, who is retiring as our leader of our district. Throughout his tenure, he remained committed to student success, supporting staff, and strengthening the community. We thank him for his unwavering dedication and wish him all the best in his retirement. It is now my pleasure to reintroduce the senior class president, Mason McClellan.
Thank you. It has truly been the most valuable experience of my life serving as your class president for the past 3 years. I'll always be grateful for every officer team, every advisor, and everyone else behind the scenes who has truly made these years special for us. Throughout our years, we got to experience a lot together, whether that be New York or Hershey class trips, our annual tradition of getting second at Color Day, or absolutely dominating the Gaga pits. Show of hands, though. Who's excited to get out of here and graduate? A lot of people. Show of hands again. Who's nervous or scared about the change coming up? And then show of hands, what year were you born? We really did experience a lot together. And while a lot of memories came from big events, sometimes the smaller moments stayed with us the longest. For me, a while back, I walked into class and a couple of my guys were laughing about something that happened over the weekend. I asked what they were talking about, and they told me they were at someone's house who was hosting. Everyone was there. They repeated in their conversation, but I was clueless of what they were even talking about. Then one of the guys came up to me, realized, and said, "Oh, wait, you weren't invited." Those moments should have passed quickly, but for me, it stuck. So for over 9 years of my life, I went to therapy for my anxiety, specifically social anxiety. I used to worry deeply about what everyone thought of me, comparing myself constantly, and trying to shape myself into whatever I think others wanted. I'd replay my day late at night, and my mind would think, what if? What if I messed up? What if I said something they didn't like? What if I wasn't invited to something and they didn't invite me because I'm annoying, weird, not fun to be around? However, when you spend all your time worrying or trying to be who everyone else wants, you slowly lose track of who you are and value yourself as less. The more you chase acceptance, the more anxious you can become. Over time, however, I realized that confidence does not come from being liked by everyone. It comes from being comfortable with who you are. Moments like not getting an invite or an awkward interaction do not necessarily mean people dislike you. A lot of meaning comes from assumptions based on uncertainty. And when you have that insecurity, it becomes easy to interpret those small moments as reflections of your worth, even when they may not be. But realistically, some people just don't like you for who you are, and that's hard. However, it teaches you that real confidence comes from valuing yourself and that the strongest relationships are built on appreciating you for who you truly are. And learning that lesson made me realize that anxiety is just one example of a challenge that can hold someone back every day. It could be ADHD, OCD, insecurity, self-doubt, feel of failure or uncertainty, or something else entirely. Whatever it is, growth through struggles requires effort. Therapy or having support from others can really help guide us, but the real growth comes from the work we put in mentally and in our actions. It comes from putting yourself out there even when it feels uncomfortable, taking chances even when there's uncertainty, and continuing to move forward and find what works despite setbacks. My take is that life does not wait for you to feel fully certain. Learning how to live with uncertainty instead of fearing it is what allows people to grow into stronger, more confident, and more authentic versions of themselves. And often, the biggest moments of uncertainty come through change. With change, we leave behind what is familiar, and that uncertainty is scary. One big change I'm facing specifically is moving down to Florida, the swamp, for college, where I may stay the rest of my life. My mind thinks, what if? What if I'm more distant from my family who have been supportive for me my entire journey? What if I'm not as close with my friends and relationships who have been a massive impact on bettering myself? And what if I forever will leave behind the faces I see in the crowd today, which I've spent years growing alongside, putting time into, and caring deeply about? Our minds naturally think of the worst case scenario, but if it can imagine the worst, it can also imagine the best. I'm sure all of us can think about a time where change felt stressful or overwhelming. But even in those moments, we made it through, and sometimes we came out even stronger. A lot of anxiety around change comes from not knowing exactly how things will unfold. We want every answer right away through control about where we'll end up, who will still be with us, and whether we're making the right decisions. We hold on tighter to control because it feels safer, even when it may only make the weight feel heavier. Here is my advice. Part of growing as a person is realizing that not everything in life can be planned out perfectly, and that's okay. It does not mean the stress disappears, but we can be at peace trusting ourselves more throughout the uncertainty. And graduation is one of the biggest changes of our lives, and one we are all experiencing together right now. Naturally, there are fears about what comes next, but I invite you all to think about the best. Your mind should think, what if? What if your life is even better after high school? What if your major or job gets you a career that ignites your passion? What if, I can get this page turned, took a while. What if you retain your close friendships and meet new people you might not have met otherwise? What if your family calls you 5 times a day and visits you all the time so you're closer than ever? How lucky are we to face this change and become stronger together? It's truly been a pleasure. Thank you, Class 2026. Tonight, Mr. Adam Schwartz, our class vice president, and I will preside over the commencement ceremony. I would now like to welcome to the stage our musical ensemble featuring Darian Horton, Haley Harner, Kelsey Renner on vocals, Andrew Alessi on guitar, and Lauren Hauk on flute.
Took my love, then I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hills, and a landslide brought me down.
Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Ooh. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. And time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Took my love and I took it down. Oh, climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hills, till the landslide brought me down. Brought me down. The landslide brought me down. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I've built my life around you. And time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older, I'm getting older, I'm getting older too.
It is an honor and a privilege to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2026, Miss Natalie Shovelton.
When I was younger, I remember reading that all the water currently on Earth was here 4.4 billion years ago. Think about that. Every drop of water you have ever felt on a rainy day has existed for eons. We can find comfort in that because we are 60% water. Most of our bodies have experienced it all before. Good evening, faculty, friends, family, and fellow graduates. It is an honor to stand in front of you all as the class of 2026 salutatorian and have this opportunity to close such a remarkable chapter of our lives together. But before we look to our future, I would like to acknowledge the achievements that have occurred in this stadium since its last renovation in 2006. Despite the changes in the world since then, Pottsgrove students have consistently practiced and worked hard in the stadium. Because of that persistence, the football team has won a total of 96 games under Friday night lights in this stadium and have brought home 4 PAC championships. The marching band has performed at each and every one of these home football games and has put in close to 400 hours of practice on this grass in those 20 years. This is not including the hours spent sweating in the parking lot or playing in the bleachers on freezing October nights. But that dedication led to 3 first-place finishes and 5 podiums in 20 years. All of these accomplishments did not happen solely because of the items we have been given or because of our effort, but because of the vast supportive network that makes up our Pottsgrove community. To everybody who has stepped foot in this stadium or walked these halls, thank you. Student or parent, teacher or coach, each and every one of you are drops of water that make up the Pottsgrove Ocean. Every year, my family goes to Ocean City, Maryland for a beach vacation. It feels like I grew up there. I know which places have the best ice cream, which mini golf place you can actually win the carnival-style ball return game, and which street has the least crowded beach. But one thing I never felt 100% familiar with was the ocean itself. The water was never fully clear, always a cloudy brown-green color, and the sand varied drastically day to day. Sometimes it was pristine and smooth. At other times it was rough and full of broken shells and pebbles. Because of this, I hated actually going to the beach. It was hot and sunny, my skin would burn, and my feet would get cut up or scalded from the hot sand, all before I even made it to the mysterious freezing water. If I did go into the ocean, it was always with my dad and older brother, and I would cling to my dad. Not because I was scared of drowning or floating away, but so my feet wouldn't touch whatever lurked below. Any minor graze of something hard or slimy or sharp by my ankle, and I would yelp, "I can't see what's down there. What if it's a jellyfish or a crab or Jaws?" My dad would remind me that it could be any of those things. I'll never know for sure which one, but that I will survive and probably have fun anyways. And he was right. I was so worried about what I couldn't see that I was missing out on what I could see. I could see my brothers diving through the waves, trying to body surf or boogie board and talking to my dad. I could see dolphins on the horizon and funny advertisements from planes in the sky that I would have missed sitting on an umbrella on the shore. My fear of the unknown was blocking me from what I loved. I was scared of getting hurt, so I didn't take the risk. And it turns out the unknown isn't so bad. I've consistently gone into the ocean with my feet touching the bottom for the past 5 or 6 years now, and I've only actually been hurt once, and it was a minor cut on my ankle, not a Spielberg movie. The class of 2026 is beginning our journey into the unknown, the vastness of the real world. We are leaving behind the familiar shores of Pottsgrove for the depth of the oceans in front of us. For most of us, the water is not the still, crystal clear water of the Caribbean, but rather the unpredictable brown-green water of the mid-Atlantic. While we must be aware of potential dangers, we must never let fear stop us from exploring and moving forward and seeing all the love and joy that surrounds us at every moment. We will be put in unfamiliar and uncomfortable situations for the rest of our lives, but just like feeling cold ocean water on a hot day, we will acclimate. Learning to adapt and go with the flow has been one of the most valuable things I have learned. Part of that has been learning how to say goodbye and accept that everything comes to an end. Every year, I cried at the last marching band competition, and again on closing night of the musical, and again at graduation. Knowing that this was the last time I would get to perform or even just hang out with this group of people was hard for me to accept. Now, as a graduating senior, I've learned that endings are part of the cycle that has kept our world going for eons. Water does not stay in one form forever. It evaporates, condensates, and precipitates. This constant changing is what allows the variety of life on Earth and what makes us special. So the next time that you feel raindrops hitting your skin or hear waves lapping at the shore, know that it's a sign that greatness lies in the unknown and the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce the valedictorian of the senior class. Welcome, Senior Mr. Austin Matthews.
Before I get started, I'd just like to thank everyone for showing up. In particular, the family members and school staff that made this day possible for so many of us. Without you, this celebration of our class's accomplishment wouldn't be happening. So thank you. Over the last 4 years, so much has happened. It's almost self-evident from our choice of senior class quote that we have grown to hold the time we spent here at this school dear to our hearts. We chose a quote from Dr. Seuss saying, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." Looking back, lots of things have changed. We have changed, our friends and families have changed, even the school itself has changed. One thing that will remain constant, though, are the memories that we have made here as a class. Whether it be the wild Friday night football games under the lights, the sometimes explosive bonfires over the years, or the much more personal nights at homecoming or prom, spending time with those we cherish. We all walk away from our experience here at Pottsgrove with our own special memories we'll look back on for years to come. Some of my personal favorites come from our school's very own color days. The raw competitive nature on display and the will to destroy the opposing classes are put into a beautiful juxtaposition with the unity that comes from team bonding and the fact that at the end of the day, all the competition brings us closer together as a school. And that is the theme that I have chosen to speak about here today. Unity in the face of division. It is no secret that the current, American public is extremely polarized, with more hate than ever stemming from what should simply be peaceful disagreement. Looking at even just my own life experience, I know that it has become the norm to cut people off and out of one's life the second one deems that their ideals are just too different from one's own. But just as Color Day offers heavily spirited competition with a certainty of good sportsmanship, so too should there be spirited debate and deliberation among those that disagree. The other side is just as human as we are, no matter what our differences may be. I have quite a bit of passion about this topic, so much so that just for this speech, on this theme in particular, I have written a sonnet that I would like to read now. Our world entrapped in hate and spite, what good have we to hand down to our youth? We can't live together or see the light. Entranced by rage, we just don't see the truth. Day in, day out, we've chosen not to love, but be bitter, unsophisticated. There's no excuse. Peace should fit like a glove. Yet inheritance like this seems fated. But such is life. There's always room for change. We know no need for perpetuation. And though it may admittedly seem strange, the world improves here with graduation. In all you do as you leave here today, may love and kindness guide you the whole way. And that is the sentiment that I truly want to leave you with as you go out into the world and accomplish amazing things. The society we are to inherit is not the one we have to live with for the rest of our days. You have the ability to inspire change because you, all of you, as a class, are the future. I sincerely hope, no matter what you decide to do after you take your leave from the halls of Pottsgrove High School, you decide to do it with love, kindness, and understanding in your heart. Thank you, and go Grove.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to introduce your principal, Dr. Felicia Gonzalez.
Good evening, families, faculty, friends, and most importantly, the incredible Pottsgrove High School class of 2026. As I look out at all of you sitting here in your caps and gowns, I am overwhelmed with a profound sense of pride, gratitude, and a little bit of disbelief. It feels like just yesterday we were navigating the hallways of Pottsgrove Middle School together. You see, you aren't just any graduating class to me. You were my very first group of 8th graders when I became the principal at the middle school. We were finding our footing together back then, and to have been able to watch you grow into young, resilient adults sitting before me today has been one of the greatest privileges of my career. You will always hold a unique place in my heart. As you enter the real world, people are going to tell you that success is a straight line. But if your time at Pottsgrove has taught you anything, it's that life rarely goes according to a perfect script. Your journey here wasn't defined by a lack of obstacles. It was defined by how you chose to handle them. You've experienced moments of immense success, and you've experienced moments of failure. And I want to tell you, I hope you carry this with you forever. It's entirely okay to fail. As Michael Jordan said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a prerequisite for it. Every misstep, every bad grade, and every missed opportunity, it's just data. It's an invitation to grow and become stronger. The future doesn't belong to the people who never fall. It belongs to the people who choose to get back up, dust themselves off, and keep moving forward. From this day on, your life will be a reflection of the choices you make. Choose to be brave, choose to learn from your mistakes, and choose to be kind. And class, look at where those choices have already led you. Look at what you've achieved together. Your hard work has culminated in an absolutely staggering financial milestone. Collectively, you've earned $5,892,584 in scholarships and merit aid, which includes the wonderful $36,650 awarded right here at our own senior awards ceremony. That's a testament to your dedication, your intellect, and your drive. Because of that drive, the paths you are choosing after today are as diverse and inspiring as you. 74% of you are continuing your education. This includes the 43% off to four-year colleges and universities, and the 30% taking their next steps at a two-year college, junior college, and trade schools. 14% of you are stepping directly into full-time employment, ready to immediately impact the workforce. 7 of our students are intentionally taking a gap year to explore, learn, and grow outside the classroom. And 5 of our brave graduates have chosen the ultimate path of service by enlisting in the United States military, representing the Navy, Army, and Marines. No matter which percentage or path you belong to, you've earned your place here today, and you're exactly where you are supposed to be. When we talk about choosing kindness, I want to share a personal memory that connects me to this class forever. Back in 2022, during my first year as your principal, My world was turned upside down when my mother passed away. Because of that profound loss, I was out of the building quite a bit. I was grieving, I was tired, and I was struggling to find my footing as the principal. But when I was in the hallways, it was you, this exact class, who kept me going. You probably didn't even realize the weight of what you were doing at the time, but your empathy, your high fives, your hugs in the hallways, the, yo, Dr. Gonzalez, how you doing today? And your pure, unfiltered energy were the reasons I got out of bed and came to work. When I needed strength, I looked at you and you held me up. You showed me the very best of what Pottsgrove is. You taught me about resilience, just as much as I've ever tried to teach you. Class of 2026, you are capable of absolutely anything. You've already proven that you can handle adversity with grace and empathy. As you go out into this big, unpredictable world, remember your roots. Remember that you are Falcon strong. Make bold choices. Don't fear the failures, because they are just the stepping stones to your future. Thank you for your laughter. Thank you for the lessons. And thank you for lifting me up when I needed it most. I could not be prouder to be your principal. Congratulations, Pottsgrove High School of 2026. Go out there and change the world. Go Falcons.
It is now my pleasure to introduce School Board President, Mr. Jay Strunk.
Thank you, Mason. And congratulations, class of 2026 graduates. Today marks your completion of 12 plus years of education. And I'll bet that each of you has spent some time looking back on those years, as well as looking forward about what you now want to do. Maybe college, trade school, the military, the world of work, travel, or even time off. But as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Several months ago, I was at a school board meeting watching and listening to a presentation from a group of Pottsgrove Elementary students. And at the end of that presentation, one of the students, and she couldn't have been more than 7 or 8 years old, walked over to me and said, "You seem like a nice person. I want to give you something." She handed me this, a Pottsgrove Falcon golden ticket. The ticket says, "I have Falcon pride. Be safe, be responsible, be respectful, and be positive." You may have received one or more of these during your years in the Pottsgrove schools. Well, this interaction, this student walking up to me, made a powerful impact on me, and it caused me to pause and reflect on something that I believe is true for each of us as we proceed through the various phases of this journey that we call life. And it's this: who we are is as important as what we do. Said another way, who you are is as important as what you do. And by who we are, I mean those internal personal values and beliefs, those that drive each of our behaviors and each of our words, that help shape the quality of the person we are, the quality of the person we're becoming, and the quality of the person experienced by others. There was a more recent school board meeting. I was again watching and listening to a presentation by a different group of Pottsgrove students. And this time when the presentation concluded, one of the students walked around with a basket full of laminated cards. Walked up to each of our board members and asked us to pick one of the cards. This is the card I picked. It says in very, very colorful letters, Be courageous with your gentle heart. Be courageous with your gentle heart. Well, picking this card struck me in a similar manner as to when I was given my golden ticket. And I began reflecting on the amount of courage that it takes to think about and to make choices about not only what we want to do, but on who we are and who we want to be. That requires looking inward. It's hard work, and it's at least as difficult and perhaps even more challenging than focusing on deciding on what we want to do. Giving equal focus to who we want to be and what we want to do can lead us to the confluence of these two variables, what we do and who we are. And achieving this confluence is the difference between success and significance, between being not just the best in the world, but the best for the world. And so as you begin your next chapter of your life's journey, I encourage you to think not only about what you want to do, but about the kind of person you want to be. To give focus, as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, to what lies within you. I encourage you to remember and rely on our Pottsgrove Falcon 4 as the core of your personal moral compass for the remainder of your lives. Choose to be positive. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. Choose to be respectful. Strive to be and to continually become somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. Choose to be safe. Although that saying may get old, so do those who practice it. Always keep safety first. And choose to be responsible. Though we're not always responsible for what happens to us, we are responsible for how we handle what happens to us. When we blame others, we give up our power to change. The price of greatness is responsibility. And while the Falcon 4 make a great moral compass, today's crazy world will continually challenge us to make additional choices that can impact who we are and who we want to be. And based on my personal attempts to navigate this ever-changing world, here's some of my life's lessons turned into recommendations for each of us, for each of you. Always choose we over me. I was at your musical banquet last night and someone said, there's no bench in a musical ensemble. There's just the team. Choose we over me. Choose unity over divisiveness. Choose civility over surliness. And choose love over hate. Choose common ground over taking sides. And choose seeking solutions over finding fault and placing blame. And always, always choose first to understand and only then to be understood. Today, as each of you walk across this stage, in addition to receiving your diplomas, you're also going to receive your final golden ticket. This is presented to you by the Pottsgrove School District Board of Directors. It says here in recognition of your graduation, your hard work, your positive choices, and your commitment to being a proud Pottsgrove Falcon. We hope this ticket serves as a remembrance of today's celebration, a recognition of who you are, and an encouragement to keep becoming the kind of person you choose to be. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2026. Godspeed. May you always be safe, positive, respectful, and responsible. May you always focus as strongly on who you are as on what you do. And may you always be courageous with your gentle heart. God bless you. I'd like now to invite the superintendent of our Pottsgrove School District, Dr. David Finnerty, to join me at the podium.
Good evening, Pottsgrove, and congratulations to the class of 2026. As superintendent, it is my role to certify that you have met the requirements to be a graduate of Pottsgrove High School and to present you to our school board. Mr. Strunk, as superintendent of the Pottsgrove School District and a commissioned officer of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby certify that the members of the class of 2026 have met the requirements for graduation, and it is with enormous pride that I now present the class of 2026 for graduation.
Thank you, Dr. Finnerty. As president of the Board of Directors for Pottsgrove School District, it's my honor to accept the class of 2026. Mrs. Childs, Mr. Kincaid, please call the roll. I thought there were stairs over there.
Mason Richard McClellan. Adam Justin Schwolst. Austin Allen Matthews. Natalie Jean Shovelton. Lauren Marie Hauk.
Yeah, Lauren!
Arabella Estrella Castro. Haley Grace Harner. Kelsey Marie Renner. Neabelle Adams. Micaiah Yasmin Bellamy. Deanna Latanya Bennett. Ariana Joanne Bland. Emily Ann Bolden. Hannah Boone. Desiree May Busby. Marin Juliet Campbell. Taylor Jade Capitola. Ella Ann Catanzaro. Tariana Octavia Louise Chandler. Olivia May Chapman. Gloria Guadalupe Chavez Lopez. Samaya Amari Chin. Samaya Amari Chin. Darian Caleb Horton. Andrew Christopher Alessi. Fernando Arturo Abreu Rodriguez.
Fernando!
Armand J. Andrelucci. Jeremiah Anthony Arroyo Melendez. Dalton Batzel. Landon Andrew Bartasevich. Elijah David Emerson Big Wharf. Michael Anthony Bacella. Ethan Travis Bortner. Mohammed Anis Buzambilla. Nico Patton Boyer. Wyatt Buell. Tyler Frank Capitola. Alvin Joshua Castillo. Daniel Alexander Castro Guicho. Braden Danger Comstock. McKenna Rose Karpuk. Alyssa Jordan Claflin. Eden Elizabeth Clancy. Elisa Anani Colon. Alexis Catherine Sybart. Riley Daywalt. Jade Anira Dill Starks. Gia Marie Dietrich. Rihanna Marie Dukes. Takaya Shanice Dunson. Olivia May Ekman. Riley May Eisenhard. Avery Sidley Faison. Marley Joe Farrell. Ava Grace Fazakis. Renaya Komora Fry. Giada London Gadd. Andre Cook. Andrew Cook. Alec Christ. Kinte Upshaw. Carter Isaac DeShong. Damian Lyndon Doctor. Declan Sean Donnelly. Zahir Dunstan. Mikai Najee Durham Dargan. Blake Robert Eisenhower. Samir Brian Ellis. Cole Andrew Engelman. Carlton John Dulay Felix. John Richard Fink. David Augustus Froman. Amir Tyrone Fuller. Brady Thomas Funk. Luna Sol Gonzalez. Logan Nazira Goodwin. Essence May Green. Natalie Cadence Griffin. Mackenzie Hope Haig. Ava Rose Hartzell. Lacey Elizabeth Hess. Janae Mercedes Hudgens. Nevaeh Lynn Kiefrider. Jadalyn Lee Conroy Montel. Mackenzie K. Kelly. Shauna Renee Curlin. Kamani India Kinsey. Elizabeth Elena Kusera. Alexis Ann Kummerer. Paige Ryan LeBombard. Winter Dawn Liebel. Kaylee Lucia Lopez. Angelo Isaias Gibbs. Connor Cole Glick. Tyler James Lima Santos Gordon. Darius James Hairston. Tyree Jovan Hargrave. Michael Wyatt Harkins. Chase Daniel Hawthorne. Carell Devon Heck. Logan Henzes. Brian Angel Hernandez Zuninga. Quinn Xavier Hill. Braden Robert Hires. Dylan Holland. Owen Andrew Hornack. Reagan Christopher Kappenstein. Joseph Zoltan Kozinski. Bryce Edward Kemps. William Andrew Kuehler, Jr. Elsa Penelope Lucas. Nancy Maldonado Perez. Harlow Arabella Maressa. Gabriella Mariner Nelson. Sunny Grace Marks. The fourth, if you remember.
Addison Renee Martin. Amor Samantha Nixon. Madison Schuyler Merchant. Jocelyn Savina Malone. Sanaya Nicole. Robin May O'Brien. Gabrielle Faith Sharon Palmer. Lindsay Aaron Palmer. Elliot Grace Paul Hamus. Yancy Perez España. Brooklyn Jade Perfetto. Adea Petty. Elizabeth Jo Phillips. Aiden Joseph Leszewski. Brendan David Latshaw. John Clayton Lefevre IV. Jerome Christian Lalina. Alexander Robert Long. Evan Thomas Long. Nick Lopez Flores. Jacob Anthony Lucci. Aidan William Luckett. Andrew Wyatt Liniak. Adam Machubi Hassani. Tobias John Mann. Giovanni Mariscal. Carson Donald Mathias. Charles James Matz. Finn Robert McAllister.
Yes, Finn. Yeah, 9.
Alex Jack McCardle. Hayden Mackenzie Peischer. Anaya Neve Quill Watkins. Ava Jade Riker. Jocelyn Faith Ridenauer. Brooke Elizabeth Robinson. Julia Quinn Ross. Al Marietta Ruesta. Hannah Barbara Marie Sachs. Kaylee Lynn Salata Warwick. Jada Nidira Xavier Harrell. Soleil Pauline Scruggs. Maria del Carmen Serrana de la Luz. Micaiah Marie Shawwell. Deja Cherie Anise Sherfield. Emily Catherine Shoemaker. Nevea Ray Sims. Hannah Soma. Teresa Ann Spicer. Jameson Richard McCarthy. London Andrew Meeker. Anthony Roger Monroe. Carlo Andre Morrow. Beckett William Knoll. Joseph Patrick Oberholzer III. Tyler Joseph Ondick. Victor Ortiz. Connor Thaddeus O'Shields. Lucas Andrew Owad. Aiden Edward Owens. Rafiq Samir Parker Williams. Lucas Alfred Panisi. Luca Alfred Panisi. Ryan Thomas Perfidio. Bryce Ryan Phillips. Ritz Kaiser Okan Panilli. Christopher Najee Lee Reed. Alexis Kimberly Stauffer. Hannah Mae Steffen. Natalie Margaret Strijic. Margaret Erilyn Teesey. Mackenzie Thies. Madison Dior Thomas. Isabella Hope Tillman. Lillian Rochelle Townsend. Gabriella Rose Valerio. Gianna Sophia Valvano. Elizabeth Grace Vicio. Katie Marie Wagner. Olivia Ann Warwick. Selena Wills. Lucille Melina Wilson. Corey Marie Worrells. Zuri Alicia Yancey. Dorian Bradley Zacharias Lopez. Christian Louis Rivera. Isaiah John Rivera. Kevin Lawrence Robinson. Gregory Norris Rosenberger. Kyron James Rush. Sean Joseph Sally. Alexander Allen Saylor. Paul William Schaller. Liam Schramm. Ezekiel James Sheard. William David Shoemaker. Corey Colin Smith. Owen James Smith. David Soma. Jan Abel Soto Zayas. Benjamin Christopher Stango. Luke Allen Stofflet. Finley Michael Tabor. Luke Gephardt. Michael James Tansey. Cobain Rockwell Taylor. Truman Brooks Thomas. Jaden Xavier Torres. Tanner James Trump. Luke Bennett Tyson. James Cesar Vergara. Noah Vogel. Jackson Alexander Westcoat. Riley Mason Whiteneck. Zachary John Woolston. Cortland Yost. Xavier Joseph Young. Jude David Ziemba.
It is now my pleasure to pronounce the class of 2026 graduated. Once again, please welcome Class President Mason McClellan.
Seniors, please. At this time, I ask the class of 2026 to rise. Seniors, please move your tassel from your right eye to your left eye. At this time, I ask everyone to rise as we invite select seniors from the Pottsgrove High School Chamber Choir to lead us in singing of the alma mater. Seniors, please remain standing, and all visitors, please be seated. We would like to thank everyone for participating in this special day for the class of 2026, and we ask that everyone remain seated until the class recessional is complete.
It's okay.
It's okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, just switch. You're the smart ones.
Drives you crazy, getting old. We can talk it so good, we can make it so divine. We can talk it good, how you wish it would be all the time. The drink you spill all over me, lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home, it drives you crazy getting home. The drink you spill all over me, lovers spit left on repeat. Mom and dad let me stay home, it drives you crazy getting home. feeling sweet. We're reeling through the midnight streets, and I've never felt more alone. It feels so scary getting old. We can talk it so good, we can make it so divine. We can talk it good, how you wish it would be all the time. This dream isn't feeling sweet.